For you as a director, what was it about Alistair's script that spoke to you when you first read it?
It was, I just found it very moving, really, really moving. And I was fascinated by the kind of father and son relationship, and I was fascinated by the idea of not being able to get away from what you're conditioned and brought up to be. And that's something that resonated personally with me. And so that's what I was...
You've assembled a fantastic
and
cast.
The dialogue was brilliant. There's car
fantastic.
chases. There's kind of emotional stuff. It was the best script I've ever read.
I was going to ask you about the car chases, because some of them are absolutely fantastic. Was there any inspiration for you with those? Did you look at some of the chase movies for that?
Yeah, looked a lot at a lot of different chases, but particularly films like The Driver and Vanishing Point, it's kind of 70s ones where you feel like you're in it a bit more. It was very important to me that we captured the experience of what it's like to be in a car chase, and it was one of the real Chad, who's in the documentary that the film was inspired by, said to me, the one thing he said to me is like, make sure the car chases are good, and he's watching it tonight, so I hope he likes it.
Very ferocious, so I felt like I was in the driving seat for that, so it's fantastic. Let me ask you about your cast. You've got a great ensemble here led by Michael and Brendan. Were they the people you wanted from the very beginning?
Yeah, Michael was, we talked a lot about casting, and but when the idea of Michael came along, it was like, and then when I met him, it was like, he just knew Chad from reading that script a couple of times. He knew Chad in a deep and profound way. He understood him in a way more than I did, and kind of related to him, and I think it's also, you believe that Michael would have a tear up, or Michael would drive really fast cars, or you believe him in that role. Because he did drive the cars really fast as well.
That was my next question. Was he really behind the wheels of the car? Because he's done some fantastic stuff in it.
Yeah, he did do a lot of the driving. He did do a lot. He terrified other members of the cast, but he did a lot of the driving. Yeah.
Now, what's next for you once you've done this? Can you see yourself doing a bigger kind of action movie, or do you want to stay in a smaller vicinity?
I think just when a story speaks to you, or a script speaks to you, that's when you do it. I don't know whether that's a television thing or a film, or action, or it's comedy, or it's a musical. I don't mind really. It's just when it touches you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!